is black on black. There's not a high black on white crime rate. I wish it was, because when I was a kid, every crime I committed, where the camera is? As a kid, every crime I committed was against white people, because I had black older people telling me, you go across the railroad tracks. The 10 Commandments is for your people. It ain't for nobody else. Thou should not kill his own kind. Thou should not steal from his own kind. But you can go over there and steal. You can steal from white people if you black. You can rob white people if you black. They've been robbing us because we black. So they want to try to make it color don't matter to us. Color matter to them about everything. That's why they put race in place. When race don't matter to nobody but Americans. They play race with us. It's white nationality that they embrace. They white nationalist ideologies. That's why you hear that governor of Utah say, we was hoping it was somebody else, because they really want to hate. When I saw that, when I first saw Charlie Kirk get killed, and I didn't see it, I just heard about it. I don't watch white people. I don't watch nothing white people talk about, especially politics. That's the biggest con game sham. I'm playing con, homie. I'm not a Republican. I'm a smart. I'm not a Democrat. I don't give a fuck about being Republican or Democrat. I'm playing on both parties because both parties is dumb. All you got to know is some basic information about history and the Constitution, and you can play both sides. Because both sides are one and the same, a group of hateful old white people that are living in white fear because they know they done everybody wrong. And their greatest nightmare is one day somebody sits over them. They're losing their country and they blaming they. We ain't sent 9 grams of fentanyl across the borders that's destroying they white kids that's overdosing on fentanyl and opioids.
That's true.
We ain't sent now motherfucking me coronavirus disease over here to cause a wipe out of sickness. Homie, but they blaming they as if the crime bother them. Our crime do not affect white people. You know why? Because they got the prison on the stock exchange. So it ain't costing nobody no money to lock up. They making money off locking up. There go your free labor. So they complain about crime. They need this crime to keep black slaves. That's why even if we never commit a crime, before you're born in America as a black person, you're already a criminal. You know why? Because we can line up 50 black women. How many black women are having boys? They raise their hand. Okay, all black women line up over here. We go 1, 2, 3. One of y'all boys are going to prison before they're even born. Well, who's saying that? America. Because America has a booming prison industry. And they need this prison industry. Not only that, it strips these black people of the rights we once gave them because we still need slaves for free labor. So this crime don't affect us. And it don't affect white people while you're using it as talking points. How many black women having babies? 1, 2, 3. One of y'all going to prison. You know why? Because the American statistics says 1 in every 3 black males will go to prison or be on some form of community supervision in their lifetime. It don't say maybe, it don't say well, but it says 1 in 3 will go. So who makes this shit up? We can go look at black babies. 1, 2, 3. Boy, one of these nigga babies going to prison, and there's nothing nobody can do about it. Nigga, they put this in place for this race. Prison was not put in place for nobody else, but specifically this race. Yeah, we'll put others in there, but the majority is for these people. These people pose the greatest threats to us because they might want retribution one day because we ain't never been fair to them. We ain't never been fair to them. So we got to make sure they stay where they are because our greatest fear is they get over us one day. Do you see how they do each other when they're fighting each other? Do you see some of these snippets when the 20 black guys jump on one white boy? Homie, that's their greatest fear, that it's going to be like that everywhere for them. So they make sure they put things in place years in advance because what they said was, we must do this now for future generations may not understand. The future white people is going to be way more compassionate than these people. So they're putting things in place now that their children can't even undo because they like their slaves. They know their kids grow up and like Jim. And Jim, when I grow up and I'm slave master, I'm gonna let you free, Jim. Even the kids had empathy. That's why they love us today. That's why they needed a Charlie Kirk. Homie, Charlie Kirk was a puppet for white supremacy and white racist hate in the name of, I invite you to the table.
Web developers, stop wasting